Today is week 10, day 2. I will be in complete honesty with you guys. I took a whole week off. I have not ran since that race. I promised my doctor, I promised my family that after I got done with that race, I would take a bit of time off to rest my ankle. I didn't want to give myself more than a week, but I feel a little behind. But at the same time, it's important to rest. So I didn't feel the need to start the week over. I've been running 40 minutes for like a while now. I went back in my photos and I checked my training. I'm supposed to be doing 50 minutes this week. And my last run, which was the run before my race, I had only done 40. I hadn't checked. I just got in a groove. Okay, get out there, run 40 minutes. But this week I'm supposed to be running for 50 minutes and walking for 8 and then running for 2. I had my in-laws over. I managed to run one of the days before the race when they were here. I set my timer for 50 minutes, even though this will be my first time doing 50 minutes like ever. And I took a week off. I'm gonna insert here the video that I did take from last week. Week 10, day 1. I'm feeling a bit tired, I'm a mile in, but we got off at a bad start. I was gonna take Taya with me. She's been buying the truck. We got started and I was dragging her. And I'm like, I'm not doing that for the entire run. So we turned around, took her back home because I wasn't gonna leave her in the truck. I'm kind of in vacation mode. My in-laws are here visiting. I've still been eating really well. I had a few chips, but other than that, I've still been eating really well. You cannot exercise yourself out of a bad diet. I have heard people go, I wasn't worrying about what I was eating. I was clocking like 20,000 steps today. So I didn't care what I was eating because I walked that off. No, that's not the case. I am on keto. I am running. And I'll tell you what, guys, I'm losing weight slower with keto and running than I was with just keto by itself. So you cannot exercise yourself out of a bad diet. Remember that. If you're looking into getting running because you want to lose weight, you've got to change your diet too, otherwise it's not going to work. They go together, they tie in. So I gotta get back to running because talking and running is wiping me out. Okay, my 40 minutes are done. I had to give myself a few minutes of walking before I recorded this because I was really out of breath. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Full disclosure, full honesty. Like I told you, I had some chips yesterday. I'll tell you what, I do not know how you carb eaters can eat carbs and run. I'm dying right now. My stomach is in knots. And granted, that's because I'm fat adapted and I'm used to it and my body's going, oh, what'd you do? But I didn't have many. So the rest of the day I ate a good food. We had steaks that my husband smoked and they were juicy and tender, and I ate the steak and a few chips and a watermelon, and that's all I had that whole day yesterday. So, but my stomach hasn't hurt this bad in a long time and I couldn't handle it. And then because I got started late, the heat was getting to me. My head was pounding and the edges of my eyes were going a little fuzzy. So I had to stop, found some shade, drank some water, and waited for it to pass a bit. And then I continued on. I paused my timer for that. And then after that, I slowed my pace way down. Today's the 2nd. I have a race on the 4th. I'll see you guys for race day. So I finished my race. I'm not exactly sure my minutes, but I think I did about a sub 30. I had to walk one time because there was a really steep hill that I just couldn't run it. So I ran without my ankle brace today. Did really well. I was about, I don't know, middle pack. There was a lot of fast runners today. Wow. All I can say is goals. But right now I'm not training for speed, I'm training for distance. I think after I've completed a couple 10K races, I might start working on speeding up my 5K time. It was an amazing race and I had so much fun, and there was a lot of amazing people out there. Halfway point, still going good. The sun is beautiful. I've been watching it rise as I run. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm doing better than I was expecting. Honestly, I was expecting it to be as bad as when I first started. But you know what? A week isn't enough to start your muscles all over again. I was freaking out for nothing. But I think that's part of what helped me be like, oh, my body's got this. Like I can feel the strength in my legs and in my core. So I'm still going good. I think I can run this 50 minutes.
Gazing at the blue of the night, stars are filling up the sky. You take my hand in yours, we'll make our own constellations. 'Cause words never sound quite right. Let's find our own kind of language. Whole world and all around it. They could say,
hey guys, those last 5 minutes of a run can be hard. You know you're almost done. So take a deep breath, push forward. You got this. Own those 5 minutes. You deserve it. 50 minutes done. We're good and we'll pass our truck. My timer wasn't done. I wasn't gonna skip out on my 8-minute walk and my 2-minute run. It's time for me to change my route. Over the week that my in-laws were here visiting, we swam in their hotel pool a lot. And so I swam some laps, and you know, those work different leg muscles. I can see why people say cross train. I'll also admit, when my in-laws were here, I did really great like the first half of the time that they were here. Minus, I ate a couple cookies. My husband made monster cookies for their visit. And I love his monster cookies, you guys. Oh, they're so good. Definitely not keto. And I definitely had several of those. So my diet was poor before I went into the race too, which is never a good thing. And I'm not saying these things as excuses, like, right, because they're not excuses. I tell myself these things to help motivate myself. Somebody can't perform their best if they're not keeping their body in the best shape it can possibly be in, right? Like I under prepared my body for that race. So of course I'm not gonna perform my best. And I had to tell myself these things to help motivate myself to get out there. It's like, you didn't give your body the best possible chance it could have to run. So that's what I get, right? I'm sure I gained about 5 pounds in that week. Like, okay, that was my timer. It's time to run 2 more minutes. But anyways, it's been like 5 weeks since I rolled my ankle, and the swelling is going down. It's not as swollen, but the swelling is still there a little bit, and the pain wasn't going away. So I needed that week break, and now my ankle is back to feeling great. I mean, there's still certain ways that I walk, or if I like try to sit a certain way, it'll hurt, but it's not super bad. So I'm gonna finish these 2 minutes and do my cool down, and I will see you guys on Saturday for my next run. I'm only doing 2 runs this week because I missed Tuesday, but that's okay. That's okay. Just keep pushing forward and do what you can, right? Week 10, day 3. I'm really tired. I'm up super early trying to beat the heat. And even then, even though it's super early, it's still like 72 degrees out here. So it's supposed to be like 102 today. I'm taking a different route today. I'm taking the route that I took like 8 weeks ago, I'm thinking. When I attempted that 1.5 mile run straight, my whole route was like, not there and back, but just to get there was like 2.5 miles. And my plan at the time had been to run for 1.5 miles and then just walk the last mile and then turn around and walk back. As you guys who've seen my earlier videos will know that didn't pan out. I ended up walking some of that. I want to show myself that not only can I run that 1.5 mile mark, but I can pass it. So I'm taking that same route so I can show myself how far I've come. I passed my 1.5 mile mark a little ways back, and I'm still going strong. Keep on trucking. I had some guy shouting hello, hello, hello at me from inside his house, beckoning me over. No, running safety for everybody. Do not go into strangers' houses. He may have thought I was rude, but I don't know him. I'm not going to go into his house, but I did wave. I waved and I said hello and I said good morning and I said stay cool, but I did not go into his house. So, a little safety tip. Well, I'm past the place, the 2.5 mile mark where I had stopped and chatted with you guys for a bit on that one video. Still running, still doing good, haven't stopped. And I am almost to a 5K. Last I looked, I was at like 2.9 of a mile. If my phone can be believed, because like I said, I think it's off. Back to running, I still have about 12 minutes. We'll see how far I can get in 12, and then I'm gonna walk the rest of the way back to the track. I passed that 1.5 mile mark again. I'm a bit winded because I'm going up a steep hill right now, but I did it. I passed that 1.5 mile mark again. I'm still running, still going strong. I'm at 4 miles. Let's do this. Went off really close to 5 miles. I'm not sure how great that is when I only ran for 50 minutes. I'm doing the 5 mile in 50 minutes. I don't want to get in the mindset that I have to be the best or I have to be the top, because then running stops being fun. It becomes a job, it becomes a chore, it becomes a stress, it becomes a pain. And that's not what I want from any of this. I'm not doing running for weight loss. I'm not doing running to be the best. I'm running because I love it. If you're out there and you're running and you're trying, you, my dear, are amazing. You're a runner, you're an athlete, and don't let times and distances tell you otherwise, because you're out there, you're doing it, and you should be proud of yourself, because you know what? I am. So to all you runners out there, slow, fast, don't matter. We rock. All right, my 2 minute is done. I am done for today. I'll see you guys next week for week 11. All right, week 11, day 1, and I'm about a mile in. Everything's going fine. I'm a bit tired in the legs and a little tired in the mind. I did not want to get up this morning. I could see why some people who hate running would probably give up, because at least for me, getting up early is not something I like to do. If it wasn't for the fact that I love running more than sleep, I would have said, forget it. I almost did. I didn't. I got myself up and I'm running, but I'm tired. My body's still fighting off some effects of my bad eating choices last week. My face is breaking out, which is annoying for a 40-year-old woman, in my opinion, but it is what it is, and I get what I get for not making the best choices. Today is 50 minutes run, 8 minutes walk, 2 minute run. Let's get to it. first half of the run was easy. I was doing really good all the way until I got to that hill of mine. I powered through it, but it took all of my energy, and then I still had another like 15, 20 minutes to run after that. Actually, no, I had about 10 minutes, 10, 11 minutes after that. And when you were completely drained, 11 minutes feel like an hour. I'm ready to go home and rest. The runner's high will kick in at some point when I'm no longer dead. My legs feel like jello right now. I'll see you guys for training day on Thursday. Week 11, day 2. I'm just chugging along. Nice and easy. I did drink some coffee this morning and I'm regretting that a little bit, but I was super, super tired this morning. Like my eyes didn't even want to open. So my body is happy about the energy boost, but my stomach is not. It doesn't really hurt, it just feels a little off. I am excited about this run because I'm working on my cosplay costume and I'm getting frustrated with it. I mean, they're not problems that I can't fix, right? They're fixable, so I should feel happy about that, but I just want something to go right without having to stop, stitch, rip, fix. I mean, who thought sewing a Disney princess dress would be easy? I have quilted, I have made outfits for my kids, and my daughter's like 19. I've been sewing for like 20 years because I was pregnant when my mother-in-law first started teaching me. The point is, it should be easy, but these princess dresses are not. I'm gonna run, I'm getting tired. I get tired when I talk. Get back to focusing. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Looking for lizards. Where's the lizards? Where are you? Where's the lizards? 50 minutes. We did it. That was 4.5 miles. That's if my watch can be believed, you guys, because it can't. Which is why I haven't really shared any of my splits, but I'll put my splits for today up here. But I can't promise you guys they're accurate because my watch is way off. So I'll see you guys for my run next time. Week 11, day 3. It's kind of a funny story. We're taking a whole different route today. My husband had to come into work early to work like a small 4-hour shift because the guy who was supposed to come in didn't want to come in early. So we were up at like 5:30. Got him all the way down to work, drove him all the way down to work. My plan was to drive him to work, then go to my usual running spot and run. But he forgot his keys. So he stayed at work. I had to run all the way back home, get his keys. But like an idiot, I didn't actually grab his keys. I grabbed the keychain. Didn't even realize it. Drove all the way back to his work. And he's like, you notice anything wrong with this? I'm like, oh, son of a motherless monkey. So I had to turn around, go all the way back home again. And this time I grabbed his whole backpack this time. It all started because he didn't take his whole backpack because he wasn't working a full shift. And he has everything attached to his backpack. So this time I grabbed his whole backpack, came back to work, gave him his backpack, and then I decided to run from there. I have no idea what path I'm taking. I know this end of town has a lot more hills, whatever. So we'll just see how it goes and play it by ear. But man, where is my brain this morning? Clearly still asleep. So get back to running. run is done. I ran for 50 minutes, walked for 8, and then ran for another 2. And now I am heading to the store. I have my water, but I ran out of Element, and so I'm gonna go pick up some Powerade at the store, and that way I can get some electrolytes. I mean, they're not the best in the world, but they're not the worst when you're in a pinch. And I've been drinking them after my races and stuff, and they've been greatly helping. Interestingly enough, I haven't weighed myself in a little bit. I definitely know I've lost weight because I'm wearing the same shorts that I wore to the 4th of July parade, and I've lost enough weight, at least in my legs, that the shorts that used to be comfortable, and I wore them before the race, I wore them during the race, and they were like some of the most comfortable things I've ever worn. But now I've lost enough weight in my legs that the shorts aren't wanting to stay on my leg. It's too loose, right? So they're not sticking to my legs, and so they're riding up, which has caused some chafing. And so I'm like, owie right now. Your legs are gonna rub and you're gonna get sores. So you have to make sure that you have a well-fitting pair of running shorts or leggings, right, to give your body the best possible chance of not hurting yourself. If you guys would like to support me in my run journey, it would really help me out. If you're new to my channel, subscribe, comment, like. It all helps with the algorithm, gets my stuff out there. I will see you guys next week. 12, day 1. I was feeling a little okay when I first woke up. I am very tired. It's supposed to be like 100 degrees today. So we're out here trying to beat the heat, so it's early again. I didn't want to wake up. I was taking a different route today. I'm already feeling tired. I'm 2.5 miles in. I have no clue where we're going. We're just taking a jaunt. 50 minutes of my walk is done. I am so out of breath right now. I don't think I really focused my breathing in the beginning. I have to do that. I don't know if that is the same with everybody, but when I'm first starting out, I really gotta like focus on my breathing for like the first 10 minutes. And then that kind of just helps me get through the whole thing. But I did it. I ran the full 50 minutes, which on average I do, but today was really hard, and I did some off-road running. And I have to say, if anybody's watching me and you're a trail runner, you guys are fierce. Like, it's a whole new level of difficulty. You know, the terrain is unstable. You have to watch for all sorts of pitfalls and things like that. And I started getting a side stitch. I haven't really had many of those. I think this is only the second one in all of my training. So that really tells me I wasn't focusing on my breathing like I was supposed to. I'm gonna finish this walk and then I have to run for 2 minutes. Finish my 2 minutes and now I'm done for the day. I'm gonna go home, drink like 40 billion gallons of water and do my cool downs and do some video editing. I forgot to add earlier, I am on a soda cleanse. That's getting to me today too. I'm on day 4 without any Diet Dr. Pepper. I've really gotten dependent on having a soda every day. My body's in a little bit of freak out mode. I'm kind of balancing that out with tea. My husband made some sun tea and it was so good. We did like a black raspberry and it was so good. And then I add a little bit of liquid stevia to it to give it a bit of a sweetness. And that's really seems to be helping curb my soda cravings. I'm only gonna do it for a week. I'm not gonna do it too terribly long. I'll see you guys on Thursday when I run again. Week 12, day 2. I'm at 5K in. Now I got about 14 minutes left on my timer. And I'm doing pretty good today. Feeling good. That's why I waited so long to record this part, because I wanted to stay in a groove, and talking kind of messes up that groove. I will talk to you guys when I'm ready to walk. I'm gonna focus on running. Let's work out. Check. I didn't talk during my 8-minute walk because it was super busy, cars everywhere. And I figured you guys don't want to hear that in the background, but it was extra noisy and extra busy today. During my 8-minute walk, it was kind of hard. I started getting a side stitch, but when my 8-minute timer went off and it was time to run again, that side ache instantly went away. I am not a running expert. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a healthcare provider in any form. I don't have any degrees in health or medicine. I can just go off of what I think based on my body and the 12 weeks of running I've been doing. But I've noticed that when I don't concentrate my breathing, I get side stitches, and I've been ingraining it in myself that when I'm running, I need to focus on my breathing. But I don't think I was really focusing on it when I started walking. I think the minute my timer went off, it was time to walk, I was just like breathing hard, fast, and heavy, and that gave me a side ache. And then when it was time to run again, I just automatically went into proper breathing mode. So, and that's just for me. That might not be everybody. There was a thunderstorm with heavy showers last night. So today, even though it's supposed to be like a high of 89 today, which isn't too bad, but I still got up at the same time I normally do in the mornings. I'm on routine with it. Anyways, it feels cooler out here this morning. It's got a nice breeze, although the sun is beating down on me and I can feel that, but it was kind of nice being in a bit cooler of weather. I was telling my husband yesterday that I've adapted to running in warmer conditions. I don't know what I'm gonna do when the weather gets back down to like 12 degrees. If you're a runner and you do a lot of running in like really cold situations and like snow and stuff, let me know in the comments what you do. I don't have the ability to go to a gym, any indoor places to run, so I have to run outside. So if you have any tips or advice for me, let me know down in the comments below. I'd really appreciate it. The run was a bit hard. That's because I'm struggling with caffeine withdrawals. I thought that maybe the coffee would help, but it's just something about diet sodas. I'm on day 6 of my cleanse. One more day, but I'm like dying without my soda. Like this video if you're one of those people who are kind of addicted to sodas and have to have them too. So I know I'm not alone. I didn't do much filming today because I still have another week of filming for this video, and it's already getting super long. I'll see you guys on Saturday. What a great way to end the no soda thing that I was on than a 0 sugar mug root beer. First time trying it. Can't wait. That's really good. Now I just need some vanilla Halo Top ice cream and have a root beer float. Week 12, day 3. Going pretty strong, about a mile in right now. I was super tired this morning. Like I say that every morning, but this morning when my alarm went off, I swear I had to peel my eyelids open, and I almost didn't go. I almost went, you know what? No. I started going through my excuses, and I was like, no. You're gonna get out there and you're gonna run and you're gonna do it and you're gonna love it and you're gonna feel better for it. And I'm already starting to feel the great effects of it, and I'm just like, yes, I'm glad I got out there. So I've just been tired. As I mentioned before, I am a cosplayer. Me and my daughter are cosplayers, and we have a con coming up and we're competing in it. She's competing in the foam work. I'm competing in the sewing. I'm having to sew my dress. I'm doing Disney's Belle. And then my daughter's playing a Dynasty Warriors character. Her costume has some aspects of sewing, so I'm doing that part for her. As long as she does 50% of her own stuff, she qualifies for the competition. She's doing all of her own foam work. I'm just tired from all the sewing and being bent over the sewing machine for the past like 2 weeks. trying to get stuff done. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to this run. I'll see you guys when I'm walking. Right now, I feel like quoting a song from Calamity Jane. It's just been in my head. I belong to the hilly city. The hilly city is mighty toughy. And you don't got what we got. More hills. Anyways, half point check-in. I swear I'm doing okay. My legs are feeling great. Nice and warmed up. My breath is doing really good. Okay, just finished my 50. As you can see, I'm really not that out of breath. Today was a really good day. Today was amazing. I needed the stress reliever. Now I feel like I can go back home, tackle this dress again. Oh, this was exactly what I needed. The sun is beautiful, but yet it's still cool. It's only supposed to get up to a high of like 87 today. So it's like maybe 63, 64 right now. Oh, it feels so good. I've ran enough to know that that's not gonna last. My first run day of next week's probably gonna be hard, but I don't want to get in that mindset. I try to go out the door believing every day is going to be a good day, and if it ends up not, then it ends up not, right? Anyways, I will see you guys next week for week 13. Woot woot, 13 weeks. Look at us go. Week 13, day 1. I'm doing okay. Better than I was expecting. I wasn't feeling good the last 2 days. My skin was like, almost felt like it was sunburnt, but it wasn't. It just hurt to the touch. And last night, I'm pretty sure I burned pretty hot and heavy through a fever. I was determined to get up and run today. I promised my husband that when the alarm went off, I would see how I was feeling. I would check my temperature and check in with my body. And if I felt like I couldn't do it, I wouldn't. But I must have burned through it last night because I'm fine today. I'm not sure how my energy stores are gonna be, my stamina, things like that, my breath. But we're just gonna have to play it by ear and see. I'm already starting to feel a bit tired. I'll check in with you guys at my halfway point. Oh man, we got to this busy intersection, and I always pay really close attention when I'm crossing that street because not everybody likes to pay attention to the flashing lights. So I'm paying attention to traffic, making sure I don't get ran over, and I'm running across, and Taya decides she's not gonna pay attention, and she literally collides into my legs, and I almost face planted in the concrete in the middle of a busy road. I'm not a stranger to falling in public, but if I can avoid it, I would like to. 2.5 miles in, I'm still going, but it's really slow. Nausea is starting to kick in. It comes and goes. I was feeling it earlier too, and then it went away, and now it's starting to come back. I'm just gonna try to breathe through it, keep going, but I'll let you guys know how it goes. Completed my 50 minutes. The struggle was real, you guys. I feel so nauseous. It didn't go away after I talked to you guys last time. And my usual way of breathing when I'm running was making my nausea worse. We'll see how I feel after the 8 minutes, if I'm gonna run that last 2 or not. I don't know. I don't feel like throwing up in a ditch. I'm proud of myself for making the 50 minutes. I really had to push myself. I got to the bottom of my hill, the one I've talked about several times, and I genuinely did not think I was gonna be able to do it. I looked at it and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna hurl. And I feel like in that moment, the Lord just spoke to me and helped me, right? Like I listened to Pandora radio when I'm running. And as I got to that hill, right as I was thinking about just walking it, because Lord knows I'd have a good reason to, you know, I am fighting something. One of my favorite songs came on. You know, everybody has those songs that kind of pump them up. They may listen to it while they're cleaning house or when they're exercising or something, right? Like everybody has like a favorite song that makes them want to get up and dance or get up and move. And that song, out of any song that could have played, that was the song that came on Pandora. And I just felt like the Lord was watching out for me, and I feel like it was his way of telling me, you've got this, you can do it, right? So I did it. I pushed through. I got up that hill. I finished my 50 minutes. Also, I'm wearing a new outfit, and my husband, I got a couple new outfits, things that actually fit me, that aren't too big. It's very comfortable. The one thing I'm having a hard time getting used to is it's basically a dress. It's got running shorts that are built in to the inside. They have pockets and stuff, and a built-in bra and everything, but it's a dress. I'm running in a sports dress, and I'm sure it's quite common, obviously. I mean, they sell quite popularly. It's just getting over that misconception, I guess, of running in a dress. But my husband picked it out. I picked the color. Absolutely love it. It's super comfortable. I just got to get over that mindset that, you know, it's a dress. But let's see. So, yeah. I'll let you guys know if I do that 2-minute walk. Okay, we're attempting to run this 2 minutes, and it's up a steep hill. And I've tried changing my route so many times so that the time would work out that I didn't have to run up this particularly steep hill. Never works out. I always end up running it. Dang it. It's just fate, I guess. 2 minutes are done. Longest 2 minutes of my life. Now I'm gonna work on getting home and drinking water and electrolytes. I'll see you guys for day 2. Week 13. After my last run, I developed a raging fever that lasted over a day and a half. I didn't run the last 2 days. It's also my birthday today. I'm wearing a new shirt. I don't know what I think of it. It's really tight. And I'm used to running in loose shirts. That's just what's comfortable for me. I'm very self-conscious. But I'm wearing it, and it is very comfortable. It's just so tight. So, new shorts too. So far, so good on those. I am running a different schedule this week. I wanted to fit my 3 days of training in this week, but we have a con this weekend, and we're gonna be busy, really busy on Saturday. So I'm making it work to where I run on Friday instead of Saturday. I'm only about a mile and a half in, and I still got a long ways to go. It wouldn't be one of my runs if we weren't getting chased by little dogs. Good thing I have a terrifying mommy voice. Scared them away. Let's get back to this run, shall we? Halfway mark, still going good. After we got chased by the dogs though, Taya was done. I had to drag her because she wanted to turn around and go back home. She's like, nope, we got chased by dogs. I'm done, I want to go home. So now that we have went around and we're heading back in the same vicinity as the truck, she knows that the direction we're heading now is back. I'm not dragging her anymore. She's like, yes, we're on the way back. So my breath is horrendous today. My legs are tired. They don't really hurt, but they're tired, and we're only halfway. See you when I'm walking. 50 minutes done. Just set my 8-minute timer. Oh, that was brutal. I got to about mile 3, I think. 3.5. And my hip and knee started hurting. And I really had to focus away from the pain. Anyways, it's really loud. Get back to this 8-minute walk, and then I have to run for 2. Time to run my 2 minutes, and then I'm done. Yay. Running first thing in the morning is a great birthday gift to myself. I may be hurting a little bit. Oh, I still love it. It's wonderful. So I'm gonna get home, do my cool down stretches, and drink my electrolytes, and sit down and read my 10 pages. So, which will probably end up being more than 10 pages because let's be honest, I love to read. And then I got more cosplay stuff to do. Oh, I'm trying not to think about the time crunch. Okay, that was my 2 minutes. I'll see you guys on my next run. 13, day 3, 60 minutes, guys. We gotta run for an hour today. Woo! We got this. I'll do my best to check in with you guys in a little bit. I don't have Taya with me today, so all this pacing's on me. 5K in. I'm feeling tired a little bit. I did do some sprinting. I couldn't help it. I'm waiting for that. It's gonna bite me in the butt. I am about 32 minutes in, about 28 minutes left to go. I really want to run this whole thing. I want to be able to go home, look at my husband, go, I ran for a whole hour straight. Yep, that was me. 10 minutes, you guys. 10 minutes of running. Oh, rude for me. I know you guys are seeing this after the fact, but still, Run over me. 10 more minutes. Oh, I can do this. I can do this. Okay. Did it, guys. I made 60 minutes. Oh my gosh. 1 hour. I ran for 1 hour straight. What? Me? Oh gosh, remember me in the beginning. So I can't even run 2 minutes now. Here I am. Running for a whole hour. I'm so proud of myself. I got so tired so many times. I sprinted several times, even after my halfway mark when I told you guys that I did some sprinting and that I was gonna slow my pace down. There was a couple times where I sped up and was actually running pretty fast. I'll put my splits up here, right here, so you guys can see them, see what I did today. I didn't have Taya. I ran 60 minutes. I was a little worried, you know, I've been sick and my schedule's been off and been having a hard time getting up, so I actually slept in an hour later. My daughter and I have our event this weekend in just a couple days, and we're struggling to get last minute things done, and so we've been kind of stressed out, everything. And even though the running helps with the stress, and I'm glad for that, I'm like, I am hurting from sitting a lot, bent over my sewing machine and bent over tables and sitting on the floor cutting and pinning, and because I don't have, you know, don't have a big house and I don't have a sewing room or a big table, and so I'm having to do a lot of stuff on the floor, and so my body's a little strained and stiff right now. I'm just like, can't wait for this event to be over. I know once we get to it, it'll be a blast and we're gonna have so much fun. So I don't know, it's kind of like childbirth, I guess. You know, you're in labor and you're like, why did I do this to myself? And never again. And then you hold your little baby in your arms and a couple weeks go by and you're like, let's have another one. So it's like, you know, all that suffering's forgotten. So like I've been telling my husband, I was like, I'm not competing next year. I'm not competing next year. It's not happening. And he's like, we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, I got to finish my 8-minute walk and then I have to run for 2 more minutes. If you guys are liking these vlogs and want me to keep doing them, just hit that like button for me, please. Let me know that you guys want to see more of these training vlogs and I'll keep doing them. My next one will be the second week of September. So I have a little boy who has a birthday in September. So I'll kind of share with you guys what I'm doing for myself on that day. I'm on to my 2-minute run. I wanted to add real quick on that splits that I showed you guys. That is counting my 8-minute walk in there because I didn't turn off my my exercise. I just left it going. So when you see that slower time down there at the bottom, be aware that it is my 8-minute walk, okay? All right, see you in my next video. Bye.